Well, good evening, because it's not morning. Look what time it is. Look what time it is. I have had such a busy day, but we'll get to that. Today is Monday, July 27th, right? 27th? Yep, July 27th. I had to think for a minute. Usually in the morning when I do it, good morning, I just change my calendar around because I have a little black calendar that I change the numbers around each day. So that kind of reminds me what day it is. But it's been a long day today. But we do have birthdays today. Today is Star Norris's birthday. Star was one of my very first, well, actually I can't even say she was one of my very first. Well, she probably was one of my very first, but she was definitely one of Denise's, my sister Denise, very first subscribers. My sister Denise started the channel when it was just called Let's Get Fit, and Star Norris was one of the original people. And then she followed me over when I became Let's Get Fit with Sandy. So Star has been with me a while. A lot of you have been with me a long time. You really have. The only reason I'm picking Star out is because today's her birthday. Go out and party. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Star. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Jordan Russell's 25th birthday. He is Tracy Russell's son. Jordan, 25 years old. Oh my gosh, you still have lots of years ahead of you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Anyway, happy birthday to both of you. It's like, it's always good. I always felt bad for the people when I went to school that had their birthdays in the summer, because like if it was in July, they usually did a really quick recap in June for everybody that was born after we got out of school, and then they'd have like one day that everybody would be like, oh yeah, it's so-and-so's birthday, oh yeah, you know, and all that. But my birthday, and even my birthday, September 7th, it was always, you didn't usually start school when I was growing up till after Labor Day, and Labor Day was usually, you know, well, it's the first Monday, so maybe not all the time, but by then you're so busy getting into school, people don't really care. So, you know, when you bring the cupcakes and you have the little treats and stuff like that. It was fun. It really was fun. I remember when I went to school, I always looked forward to my birthday. And even though, you know, like I've told you that we didn't have money, but my mother always made sure that we had like a special little treat to bring to school that, you know, like to celebrate our day. We always had that. So we may not have had a lot of money and a lot of different things, but we were rich in family and just everything about it. I lived a rich life without money, if you know what I mean. I lived a very rich life, and even now I have money, but I'm not rich. But I live a rich life. So in the end, that's all that really matters, is that I have a good life. I had a good life so far. I'm looking forward to a good life to end up my life, even with all of this going on. And I have so many things to be blessed for, be thankful for. And so I really can't complain. But I wear my shirt whatever, because I told you this is my stress-free week. I'm not worrying about anything. I'm just, no, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to take a week off and not obsess about food and points. I'm going to still track because I don't want to go crazy, because I could go crazy. We know that. But I had a very successful weekend, because yesterday was my first day of like a stress-free week, and I cut out in the paper, which I showed you at the beginning. I put it in a couple clips because I know that it's kind of hard to read. So I think I put it 3 times. When I'm going to edit it, I'm going to put it in there 3 times. Because I edited some of it, but I'm going to add this part now. I know it. I edit somewhat, and then I add to my thing during the day. I know, I'm just a wackadoodle. That's just the way I do things. It's just easier for me to edit as I'm going along. I'm retired. What else I got to do? But anyway, but I saw that cartoon, and it just hit home yesterday. It was in Sunday's paper. I don't know why, but I get what we have, like our local paper was the Macomb Daily. I have no idea why, but I get it free every Sunday. I didn't ask for it. The one time somebody had called me and said they were going to give me a free week subscription or free year subscription to the paper. But all I had to do was give them my name and my address and my phone. They had my phone number, my name and my address, and then my bank. And I said, no, that's okay. I don't really want the paper. And they go, well, you know, you don't have to give us the bank. Just give us your name and address. And I'm thinking, you have my phone number. How come you not know what my address is? So I think it was just a random dial and they got me. And I said, no, that's okay. I don't want it. And then probably about a month later, I started getting the paper every Sunday. And I've called them and told them, you know, I have not subscribed to this paper. And they go, well, somebody paid for it for you. So, I don't know. Somebody probably did. Or somebody thinks they're getting a paper and they're not getting a paper. But I've asked my neighbors and no, they all get the paper. Then they pay for the paper. I guess I'm the only one that doesn't. But anyway, when I was reading the paper yesterday, you know, I'll get back to it. Give me a minute. I'll get back to it. When I was reading the paper, the Family Circus is one of my favorite cartoons to read. I always liked it. And I saw the cartoon and it said little Billy was asking his dad, you know, what is a success? And he said that you just got to think of success as not as a destination but as a journey, because once you've reached your destination, your journey's over. And that you should enjoy all of the progress that you're making along the way. And that's what I took out of it in a nutshell. That, you know, I'm going to be a success, but obviously it's not going to happen overnight for me. And I'm fine with that. I really am fine with that. You know, would I like it to be over with? Yeah, but then I know that once I reach my goal, it's not ever going to be over because I can very easily put weight back on. I know that. I know who I am. I know it. And it's just one step at a time. I just got to do like little baby steps. And I think this week, just getting back to just not worrying about things, not worrying about food, not worrying about points, and that I think it's going to be better for me. I really do. And I'm going to enjoy myself along the way. I'm going to love the compliments I'm getting and people thinking that I'm thinner than I actually am. And I don't know. It's just, you know what? That just reminded me of the lawnmower. I could have swore I heard gunshots earlier. It was really creepy because I was in the house cleaning because it's Monday, you know I clean. And, it came to rapid fire for firecrackers. And we have people, but you know, like around me, I shouldn't say how close, but, it gets volatile at their house. The police have been called on numerous occasions. But I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to get hit by a stray bullet. And then I never heard police or anybody come, so it must have been firecrackers. But I was like keeping an eye out because it's not that you know, it doesn't matter where you live. You know, you're anywhere you live, there's going to be crime. You know, obviously if you live in a really bad neighborhood, there's going to be more crime. But if you think like you're in the suburbs and so you're safe, you're not. You're really not. With that attitude, you have to always be cautious and aware of your surroundings and stuff. So obviously it must have been fireworks, but I don't know. In my neighborhood, they shoot off fireworks. They start them off like in June, and then they go probably until January. And then when the what do you call it? New Year's Eve comes, they go crazy. They go crazy all again. And I just wish that I had just like that much of the money that they spend on all these fireworks because they go crazy. On 4th of July, I can sit outside on my front porch, and I can look at fireworks and feel like I'm at well, they used to be like we called them the Hudsons, J.L. Hudsons, which then became Macy's. That shot off the fireworks and that, and you go and you see this big spectacular. That's what we have in my neighborhood. I'm thinking, how do you come up with this much money that you could do it? And I just got to sit and I can look this way, or I can look this way, I can look that way, I can look behind me. They're going off all over. So I don't need to go anywhere. And if I got to go to the bathroom, I just go in the house. I don't have to worry. I don't have to fight the crowds. It's like the perfect conditions for me. But with my attitude today, I thought, well, I got to keep busy because if I'm not busy, then I'm going to get straying on my eating. So I got up. Well, Denise called me like at 8 o'clock and she says, are you going to walk? She says, it's very hot. It's very muggy. She says, but you might be able to make a mile. And I go, nah, I think I'll just roll over. I rolled over and didn't get back up until 20 to 11. Oh, 20 to 11. That's 10:40. That was light. I couldn't believe it. And then my son was texting me. Jimmy was texting me with a joke thing, a political joke. And I'm thinking, who's texting me at this time in the morning? And then I look at the clock, it was 20 to 11. Get up, get out of bed, drag a comb across your head. So, oh, that reminds me of my dream. I had this weird dream that I dreamt that I got my hair cut. And I got all done, and I looked in the mirror, and it was like perfect. It was really short, which when I do get a haircut, be prepared. I know everybody says they like my hair long. Yeah, I did for a while. It's starting to bug me again. But anyway, when I get it cut, I'm going to get it cut really, really short because it's going to be a long time before I go back in there again. So I had told him in my dream, I want it really short, really. You can almost spike it. I want it that short because I'm not coming back here for 6 or 7 months. And when they got all done, I looked in the mirror, and I liked my haircut, but then I look up at the person that was cutting my hair, and he didn't have a mask on. And I go, oh my gosh, you don't have a mask on. You cut my hair, and you don't have a mask on. And then he said to me, well, look in the mirror. He didn't, it was a swear word, because I told you I swear a lot. But he called me the B word. In my dream, he called me the B word. And he says, look in the mirror, witch. You don't have one on either. And I look in the mirror and go, oh my gosh, I don't have a mask on. I'm a fanatic with my masks. And then I woke up. And then I heard that's what woke me up was the binging of my phone. But anyway, I think I have it on my mind because I went to that party on Saturday, and this is the second day. I'm already on my countdown, my 14-day countdown. It's who I am. I can't help it. It's just who I am. If you follow me a while, you know I'm a hypochondriac. You know that. You know I'm like, I went how many years, I don't know if you know this, but I went years and years not leaving my house unless I was with somebody, and even then I didn't want to leave my house. I thought from my 16th birthday on that I was going to die any day now. I was going to die. So I've overcome that, but now it's like the old Sandy's coming back and saying, you're going to go and get the virus. And I'm thinking, no, I'm going to do everything I can not to. So that was playing on my mind. But today's day 2, 12 more days to go. When you hear me do a countdown, you'll know what it is. And I don't know if I told you that Christy's family, they're finally got their results back after their 14-day quarantine, that they came back negative, so they were fine. And then my thyroid, people were asking about my thyroid. When I went to the doctors, the parathyroid, they're just going to keep an eye on. So I got to go back in 6 months, and they're going to take more blood work in 6 months. He said he's not really overly concerned about it, not to worry about it. But in 6 months, they'll compare the numbers and all that. But my thyroid itself has nodules on both the right and the left side. So I have to go get a biopsy on them. And I think it's the 13th of August, I think I have to go for that. And he says, well, they're just going to draw blood. And I go, oh, I can handle that. He says, yeah, what they'll do is they'll lay you on the table. And I go, why do they got to lay me on the table to take the blood? And they go, well, they take it right out of the nodule, right out of your thyroid. Oh, don't tell me that. Did you not know who I am? So he says, but they'll put some kind of numbing agent on your neck so you won't feel it. Yeah, right. But, and then it takes about a week to get the results back. And then I have an appointment with him. I think it's the 20th of August but I can do a teleconference with that one. I don't have to go back to his office. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. And he was like a little concerned. He says, can you swallow? Do you have any problems swallowing? And I said, no, not really. And he says, oh, and then he felt around in my neck, and then he was like, okay, swallow. You know, like he's choking me, telling me to swallow, and I'm trying to like swallow. And he says, well, it seems okay. Okay. You don't tell a hypochondriac, do you have trouble swallowing? Because now every time I eat something, I'm thinking, do I have trouble swallowing? It's who I am. It's just who I am. I know who I am. So, anyway. But anyway, I cleaned my house today. We got all done cleaning my house, and then Jim and I went and looked at more trucks. And I was not the least bit impressed with the ones he was looking at. And I didn't say anything because it's not my vehicle. It's his vehicle. I'm never going to drive it. I'll drive in it, but I'm never going to drive it. And so he He did a couple test drives. One of them, they didn't even have running boards. I couldn't even get in the truck. It was so high up. I don't know how he got in, to be honest with you, but he got in, and I just stayed back at the dealership. But then it turned out he didn't like any of them. And then, where did we go from there? Oh, then we went to the post office and I got mail. I'm going to do a Happy Mail, but I'm not going to put that up until tomorrow morning because I still got to eat dinner. I still got to make my dinner and all that. So I'll probably do that later on tonight. I'll do that video and then put it up in the morning early. And then what else? Other than that, I've had a pretty good day. I really have. I like my new attitude, at least for this week. See how it works out and go from there. So, but like I said, I'm going to enjoy the journey along the way. The success is going to come. I know it. I don't have a doubt that I'm going to have success. And in the meantime, I'm just going to be thankful for everything I have. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I weigh. To me, it does not matter how much I weigh. What matters to me is that my family is healthy and we're still close. If not physically close, we're at least emotionally close. And I've got all the needs, everything that I need. I'm not deprived of anything. So I'm just, I'm thankful. And I thank God every day that I have what I have in my life. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it. And what are your thoughts about your journeys and your success? I know that people don't like calling it a journey, but I can't think of another. It is like a journey. It really is. It's not a vacation, that's for sure. So, as always, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.